All right, we got our first review of Multigravity in, and it is negative. It's very negative. Looks like the gentleman did not like all the bugs, so I'm going to fix all the bugs that he talked about right now, or I already did actually, and I'm just going to walk through what all I did with them. So the first one was interesting. It wouldn't run. It wouldn't run. So what happened was at the last second I changed. Um, the game from gravity to multi-gravity, and I forgot to change it here in the project settings. So there were files inside the game that were called gravity that it couldn't access because it was looking for multi-gravity. So yeah, I fixed that, and now it runs, which is very good. The next thing that was wrong was that the graphics settings would not change. Now, let's see, project settings over here for quality. Over here, we can see that the default is ultra, right? And if we go to very low, it's a very small difference. It wouldn't even be noticeable unless you were looking at it as it progressed, but it is there, and the default is on ultra. I think part of the problem was that when you open the menu, it's the default was on very low. The quality was actually on ultra, but the menu said very low. I switched that so that it now is by default on ultra, and the menu is also on ultra. So that's another one down. He also felt that the mouse was far too sensitive for his liking. So I went ahead and changed that and made it so you can adjust it in the game. And so you just press that, controls, and now it goes right here, and you can adjust sensitivity. I'll put it down much lower, and you can see that's much slower, and we can even put it really high if we want to go crazy. See? So you can consider that one fixed. Okay, I'll admit that this one isn't really fixed very well. The next one is brightness, and I'm running HDRP, the high definition render pipeline, and I cannot figure out how to do brightness in this. So I came up with a half measure, which is a light that you can turn on and off using the Q button. So that if you feel it's too dark, you can light it up and see what's going on around you. If anyone knows how to fix this, please tell me in the comments. I honestly do not know, and this is the best I can do. Sorry, but I think it makes it playable for people who don't like it so dark. Okay, jump. It was buggy, and I figured out that it was the step offset in the character controller. And so on the left is the first person view that you would see in the game, and on the right is the character view. So if you see how that's kind of buggy, and so it's right here. It's a step offset. If you put it at 0.1, then it's a much smaller bugginess, but it's still there. And what I figured out is just put it at 0, and it will let you go. It's kind of weird. You normally just assume that it was your crappy code that made the bug, but sometimes, oh, there's the light too. I put that into the tutorial that caused the problem, but sometimes it can be the built-in systems, which is very odd. But there we go. That's solved. So what was happening was that if you went through a portal at a weird gravitational direction, you would come out at that same direction, which could kill you in some of the levels. So I just put in this little piece of code right here, which was on awake, gravitational direction, y negative. That doesn't mess with the loading system, because the load system gets your saved gravity direction uh, at start, which comes after awake. So kind of a subtle little thing there, but yeah, this should solve that quite nicely. Yeah, so the last thing is that captions were permanently on before, and now they're off. It's not something that the reviewer asked that I should do, that I should fix, but I went ahead and did anyway because I love you guys and I want you to get the game. So that's it for today. Please tell me if you find any more bugs in my game, and I will fix them, and I'll do a video on it. Thank you very much.